If you are a producer and you've submitted music to music libraries, sync publishers, production music libraries, and it's just been sitting for years and you haven't seen any placements, there's probably a reason why. And I'm going to talk about one of those reasons today. And that reason is metadata. Now, if you don't know all the details of what metadata is, I put it all in my Sync Producer guide. Just download that. The link is in the description. I break down what metadata is and how to do it properly and all that stuff. But I'm going to do a little breakdown. I'm going to show you how you can leverage technology to help you do metadata. But first, I want to tell you about this story. So pretty much it was the producer. He hit me up. He's just like, yo, he was pretty much in this scenario where he's just like, I've submitted my music to a company and it seems like it's just been sitting for years. So I asked him, I was just like, what did you do in terms of metadata? Like, did this company have you fill out metadata? It was like, oh yeah, like this, this kind of spreadsheet thing where you got to fill in a bunch of information about the song. Yeah, I did that. So I was just like, okay, bet. I was just like, well, how did you describe the song? Like, what did you put for the metadata? So obviously he had the basic stuff, the song title or instrumental title, writer info, BPM, and then there's a section for like keywords and a description of the track. So I was like, what did you put for the keywords and description of the track? He was like, oh, I didn't put much thought into it. He's like, I just put a couple words and just, some random, copy and paste description for like all of the tracks I sent them. I just used the same description because all of the tracks were kind of similar vibes. So I was just like, okay, well, that's, you put in lazy work, you're getting lazy results. So I was just like, that's what you need to fix. Metadata, especially when it comes to keywords and descriptions, is something that you want to put a little more thought into. I know it's boring. It's not the funnest part, especially as a creative, but it's one of the most important parts that actually helps get your music discovered. So I said, instead of being lazy and only putting like one or two keywords and just putting a basic, copy and paste description, why don't you do this instead? Take some time. Think of this metadata as Google. If a music supervisor was sitting down on Google and they wanted to find the perfect song, but they didn't know the name of the song, because of course they're not going to know the name of the tracks that you submitted to the publisher, but they just know how this song made them feel, the emotions in the scene that they're trying to sync this song to. What are several keywords that would describe that? And then how would you describe the music? How does it sound sonically? How does it make you feel? And I said, take some time to really think about that and then put that in there. So he started doing that for the tracks that he continued to submit. And then lo and behold, he started gaining traction and starting to see placements because now his music is searchable and is being pulled up in these searches that music supervisors are searching for. When they go to music libraries to search their catalogs, they're using these descriptive words, and now his music is being pulled up more often, which is giving him more opportunities to actually get his music placed. So that's why this is important. That's why it's a step that you don't want to skip over. So I'm going to show you how to leverage technology when it comes to metadata and something cool that you can use ChatGPT for when it comes to doing this stuff. So I had a song that I was actually working on, and it was a sports song. Now, obviously, I know how important this metadata is, but again, I rather leverage technology and use that to be able to fill this stuff out. So I don't just have to think of all this stuff myself. So I posted it inside the Sync Producer Hub. So I put it there because when I was doing it, it was literally a random thought, but I was just like, yo, I need to get this down because I don't want to forget it. So that's why I threw it here in our community so that I wouldn't forget it. So I just got to search it. Let me see. ChatGPT prompt or something like that. Nope. Let's just use prompt. Okay, here we go. So these are the prompts that I used on ChatGPT. So what I did was Basically, I'm going to copy this. So I said, create me a list of 5 to 7 keywords and moods you can pull from the following lyrics, right? So I'm going to copy this and then paste this inside of Chat GPT. Is that sharing? Oh, it's not sharing Chat GPT. So what I'll do, hold on, let me change this so you can see this. All right, so got Chat GPT up here. What is it? Okay, there we go. All right, so copy and paste that, and then I'm gonna find some lyrics that I can pull into this from a recent song that I did. So let me find that song. Let me see. All right, so lyrics. Let me see if I can find those lyrics. Sports songs. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna copy and paste these lyrics. Got the hook, verses, copy that, and then boom. So these are the lyrics, and let me make sure. All right, so what ChatGPT is gonna do now is it's gonna go through the lyrics of this song, and it's going to do what I asked it to do without me having to think a lot. So let's hit enter, and then boom, it's gonna spit me out 5 to 7 keywords. So it gave me 7: victory, hustle, pressure, champion, game time, savage, big stage. So victory, hustle, pressure, champion, game time. These are keywords that will definitely be searched. We have moods: confident, motivated, triumphant, intense, determined, energized, unstoppable. These are great. Like, these are the terms, these are the moods. This is how a song is going to make you feel. This is the kind of stuff you want to put inside of your metadata. So we're going to use that, and then we're going to take it a step further and do part 2 of this prompt, which is now create me a 1-sentence description of this song. And it could be, depending on, I mean, 1 sentence usually gets the job done. Like, they're not looking for like a paragraph of of a description. So we're gonna paste this and let ChatGPT do its thing. Boom, here you go. This is a high energy anthem about rising to the occasion, embracing the pressure, and proving you're built for a big stage when it's all on the line. So this is a great description. If you wanted to take it a step further, you could add another line of the types of instrumentation that's used. Sometimes when you're filling out metadata for a company, they will have like a dedicated like section for like instruments or whatever, so it may not be necessary for like the song description, but this is a great description, and this description includes a lot of great keywords as well, such as high energy, anthem, pressure, big stage, all on the line, things like that. And then sometimes they're not just searching one word, they're searching phrases all on the line, just like people search on YouTube. Like, whatever you search to find this video, or whatever you search to find something that you're trying to learn on YouTube or on Google, you're using phrases. A lot of times you're not just typing one word. You have to think of metadata the exact same way, and that is going to help you. It's going to help your music get discovered, and is going to increase the chances of your music actually getting used, actually getting placed, actually getting found when it's being searched for. And it's going to be a game changer and make a huge difference in your success with your music being in there. And then the other part of it is volume, just getting more music in there. You can't submit 5 tracks and then expect things to just take off. You want to consistently submit. And, you also have to be patient, because you don't know, when something is finally going to take off. Like, I've had tracks that have gotten placed like years later after I've submitted them. And then out of nowhere, they just start to pick up traction. And then, they start to get used on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop New York. And then they end up on like all the Love and Hip Hops. And it sat for like a couple years. So that can happen as well. It doesn't happen for every track, but that's why it's important to get your numbers up, submit as much as you can, as consistently as you can, And that's going to help improve your chances of your music actually getting placed. So don't forget, if you want a proven blueprint to land sync placements, don't forget to grab that Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. The link to that is in the description. And if you're serious about getting your music placed in TV and film, and you want to be a part of a community that helps producers land placements, then comment the word placements below. I'll send you the details on how to get started. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.